what's up, man? It's CT Beats. CT Beats in the building. I'm over here with Thizzler, man. Subscribe, man. CT Beats, producer for Kamaiyah. Music producer in general. Music producer from Oakland. You know what I'm talking about? I produced Why You Always Hatin, YG, featuring Drake. I produced 5 of Kamaiyah tracks off her first album. I got a record with Melly, you feel me? Icy, it's called Icy. I mess with Short, I mess with Fab, you feel me? Everybody from the Bay. My foundation is church. I'm a musician. Started off with the drums, went to the keys, and in high school I just kind of found the program and I started making beats. I mean, you know, Oakland is Oakland, it's the hood, you feel me? I wasn't in the streets like that when I was young. My parents kept me out, but just walking through Oakland and you know what's up, you feel me? So I grew up on 35th. I'm familiar with 7-4, and I'm familiar with the Deep. That's what they know me as for making beats. I was making music in high school all 4 years, just trying to figure out what I'm about to do, what I'm about to be. I started off as a rapper. I ain't had no beat maker, so I started making my own beats. You feel me? So after I graduated, I ain't had no studio, so I found Youth Uprising. And up there, I was just making beats every day. And my mentor, one time, he pulled me out in one of the small studios, told me my shit was weak, and we almost fought, you feel me? But he took me in the big studio and showed me how to engineer. And once I learned how to engineer, that's when I was able to start working with artists, you feel me? So I had the dope beats, now I can engineer. And I was just in the big studio, and artists would just come by, look in the window, and just come in and start vibing. And Kamaiyah was one of those artists, you feel me? She slid by the studio, she was feeling it. She pulled me to the side, and we just started hooking up after that, you feel me? We was always in the studio, you feel me? Every day she got out of school, we was in the studio all night, you feel me? Making tracks, developing our chemistry. So once I learned how to build chemistry with artists, that's what kind of made me a music producer, not a beat producer, you feel me? First, I was just making beats, but then I started working with artists, so then I became, you feel me? And now, with me and Kamaiyah got that chemistry, you know what I'm saying? We've been working since she was like 16, 17, and I was like 18, 19, you feel me? Something like that, so. I did How Does It Feel? I did Out the Bottle. I did Niggas. I did Break You Down. And I did For My Dogs. And almost all the tracks that, you feel me, went somewhere on that album. Like Fuck It Up, you feel me, that shit go. That's still being played in the club, you feel me? I ain't produced that one, but that shit still go. But all the other ones, they all got picked up from different places. Like, obviously How Does It Feel was kind of the record that kind of put us on. And Out the Bottle was the street banger, you feel me? That kind of got the credit. But Niggas got picked up by Insecure, the HBO. Break You Down got picked up by Insecure. Why You Always Hatin got picked up by Madden. You feel me? So it's just like different placements with different songs, you feel me? You feel me? That was the whole plan. Like when me and Kamaiyah, our agreement was, you feel me? I'm a producer, you artist. You make it, I make it. I make it, you make it. You feel me? We look out for each other like that. So for her to get signed, to be there, to be a part of it, that shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? It was like a dream come true. You feel me? That's the homie. We from Oakland. Niggas that made it, you feel me? That's what everybody trying to do. So if it to happen to us, it was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And now we're just trying to figure out really how to keep it consistent. Like like I said, me and Kamaiyah we was homies, you feel me? We was dumbass close. And then when all the business and all that shit hit, shit started getting crazy. And I really see how that shit go now. You feel me? I heard all the stories before. But to really touch some dough and everybody get involved, it's like, I don't even see her no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we kick it, she call me, and she fly me out, you feel me, when she needs some shit done, but it's very less communication. You feel me? And I'm like, man, I don't be knowing what that be, you feel me? But it's good though, like I ain't tripping, but you feel me? Artist, producer, you feel me? It's like, what's going on with it type of thing, you feel me? I mean, yeah, like I said, I've experienced some things that, you feel me, I probably would have never experienced. I don't know if I always, you know, depending on my career, I don't know if I've always made the right decision. I had like 5 labels trying to sign me at that time. You feel me? It was Universal, Warner, I think Sony was in there, BMG, it was a few of them. YG even offered me a deal. You feel me? And just from being from the streets, I told my manager, like, I'm fucking with YG because he put me on. He gave me the track with Drake. I'm not about to, I don't give a fuck what these labels is offering me. That's on some nigga shit. Like, you fuck with me, I fuck with you. You just put a nigga all the way on. That was a single from your album. So it's like, I told my manager, like, nah, I'm fucking with YG. But somehow she convinced me to hear the other labels, and they just threw way more bread at me. So I'm like, you feel me, I'm on some nigga shit or I'm on some business shit. And sometimes you gotta make them decisions. And sometimes I don't know, like I for sure made the right business move as far as like finances and shit, but sometimes I don't know if I made the right relationship move. Like me and YG still cool, you feel me? And like I said, he still fly me out and we still work. Like I go to his house and we get it in, but I just sometimes wonder if I would have signed with him, what would it have been, you feel me? Because like you said, Kamaiyah ain't really dropped no album, but she's still kind of relevant. And it's because, you feel me, she 400, she with YG, you feel me, she with the crew. So it's like, I don't really know where I would have fit in over there, but because my sound is real, you know, Bay. And a lot of YG shit is Bay. So it's like, you know, I just don't know. And sometimes I wonder, like I even hit him up now, like, what's up? What's up with that 400 shit? You feel me? And he like, man, we're gonna work it out. You feel me? Because I just want to see, like, you feel me? What would it be? I already did 3 years of what I'm doing. So it's like, let me see how this shit gonna go if, you feel me? If we do something different. I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, it's been 3 years since I've been signed. And me and Kamaiyah, we went through 2 different labels, you feel me? She signed with Interscope, I signed with Warner Chappell. And I'm starting to learn as a producer, like as a producer, I think I'm more so headed towards like the artist producer, to where I don't want to just be behind the scenes making beats. Like, I want to be known for what I do. I want to work with hella different artists and be there with the artist, you feel me? I know how to DJ, I could be spinning records, I can be doing a lot more than just making the beat, you feel me? I'm a musician. I can play for shows, do everything, you feel me? So it's like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, you feel me? My label doing shit, I'm definitely sending in tracks, trying to get placements, like the Melly track, you feel me? Shout out to Ryan Press, he the one that signed me. He got me that placement. I sent some shit to Kodak and somehow it got to her, you feel me? So it's always been, you feel me, shit happening, but my career really, don't nobody really know what I've done yet, or they don't know how to put the face with the name, or who made all Kamaiyah stuff. They still ask those questions, like, Why You Always Hatin is a platinum record and everybody think Mustard made it, or they don't really know that that's straight from the Bay, like that's an Oakland producer. You feel me? Ain't nobody really telling it either. So I'm trying to figure out, like, how do you go about this? You got a platinum record on your resume, but don't nobody know. And if the artist don't say nothing, how would I do it? You feel me? I don't have the platform that the artist got, so it's like, we need to figure that part out, because I'm trying to figure that out. this is my thing, right? Producers are necessary when it comes to making music. Like, right now, my #1 request is to do original beats, because when you sample, some samples gotta get cleared, you feel me? So when artists come to me now, they're like, can we just go straight original? Make it sound like this, become original. And it's like, that's nothing for somebody that's been doing it all their life, but that's still like half of your song. Without that beat, it wouldn't be no song. So it's like, but some artists though, put their producers on. Like one of my favorite producers was Manny Fresh, and he was all through Cash Money, all through the Hot Boys, you feel me? Every video he had verses, he was speaking on the tracks, you feel me? He was all around, so he kind of kept that, they had a producer, and they was able to make hits, you feel me? Same thing with Timberland, you feel me? He had a camp, he had Leah, Genuine, Goo, all of them. He was producer for all of them. So it's like, that's kind of how I saw myself doing it. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, the artists still, you feel me, they give me credit. They fuck with me, they pay me all the shit. Like, it's good, but I just feel like I want people to know who I am. And I need your help for that, you feel me? So my personal album is called Stick to Making Beats. You know what I'm saying? The compilations that I'm putting out is one that's called Lost Files. It's just all the files that I made in the past and artists didn't release them. So I'm gonna release them because it's still my work, you feel me? I got a collaboration album with Fab that I've been working on for like the past year. I got some stuff with Clyde that I've been working on. And I got some tracks on that album for Kamaiyah. You feel me? I got some good features on it, so hopefully the album does good, you feel me? So we all can, you feel me, eat.